Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mike Kollin at crackedfemalecode.com. Wow, we are in a sad state of affairs. I'm just flipping through YouTube and I found this interesting title, and that, what is her name? Sadia Khan? Is that how you say it? I can't remember. She's right here. I got a picture of Sadia Khan. She's a female psychologist. She's on social media a lot, and she specializes in relationships between men and women. And holy shit, did these guys not understand her at all? None. I went down the list and the comments are just horrendous. Now here's the deal. She's trying to help men. The podcast she is on is directed towards men. Hey, I'm trying to show you something that women do so you know how to deal with it. She's doing it for free. She's not getting paid. I'm just reading down the list, and every single guy's pissed off because they missed it. They literally heard, now listen closely, the opposite of what she's saying. Now, I've actually, not emailed, but messages on Facebook to 3 of my female friends on there. Like, why are these guys so pissed? Like, she's totally trying to help them. I'm like, yeah, I know. All of my female friends understood 100% what she's saying. Is there something going on here? If you guys have watched my last few videos, or even 1 or 2 of them, I have been hammering men and women literally. I'm going to say it one more time because I mean it. We are literally speaking 2 different sub-languages. We do not, N-O-T, we do not understand each other. She's saying A, and they are literally hearing the opposite B, and this is not a joke. This has been the nightmare that men and women have gone through since day 1 in the caveman era. I'm not kidding. It hasn't ended. We're still getting divorced. Women are still screaming. Men suck at communication. She's half right, but she's also half wrong. Men suck at female right brain communication, but men are actually pretty good at left brain male communication. But here's the deal. This woman is a doctor. She has her doctorate degree in psychology. She specializes in, now just hear me out. She specializes in relationship coaching between men and women to save their relationships and marriages. But even she, as the female that she is, has no clue, even with her doctorate degree, has zero clue that we are speaking 2 different languages. So she says something out of her right brain, and all the women in the room are nodding like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, absolutely. Same thing I've been saying to my husband too. And the men are looking at all the women and go, oh, you guys are just a bunch of liars. And literally on the comment section, that's what most of the guys are saying about her. One of the guys even goes so far like, oh, she lost all credit with me. Oh, nope, she's just lying. No, she's not lying. She's speaking a foreign language that your brain literally cannot pick up on or process. Now here's the deal. Every woman that I sent this to, and I guarantee you Sadia Khan, or however you say her name, when she reads those comments, she's going to be like, oh my God, they don't get it. Oh, what a bunch of buffoons. What a bunch of morons. What a bunch of idiots. I'm going to tell you right now. Again. Women think men are dumb. And I mean rock bottom, box full of rocks dumb. I have a course called Crack the Female Code. There is literally a code to their language. It is a hidden, coded language that women were born speaking, and they don't even know that they're doing it. Okay, so that's what makes it absolutely impossible. So how can someone teach something they don't know, don't know, to someone who doesn't know that they don't know about it? It's literally the blind leading the blind. And that's what that comment was about. If you take my course and you learn how to speak in the right brain language, process in the right brain way, women will look at you because you will stand out. You will be the only guy in her entire life. Even if she's 100 years old, she's going to look and go, what? You will be the anomaly in every room, every coffee shop, every club, every restaurant, every business, everything that you walk into. The minute you start speaking, women are going to turn and go, wait, what's going on here? Literally, I've had women say, guys don't do that. They don't know how to speak. Your attraction level will go up massively. And I mean massively. I don't mean a little bit. I don't mean kind of. I don't mean sort of. I mean it will shift your entire trajectory when it comes to women. All women. And nobody on the planet is teaching this to you. And I promise you this. When you get to about the third or fourth day, your brain's going to go, wait a minute. Women do this all the time. I'm like, see, I told you. And once you get to that point, then we go out in public. And I just have you listen to women at bookstores, coffee shops. And I just start grinning from ear to ear. And I'm like, see, told you. Everywhere you go, every bookstore, every coffee shop, every business, every corporation, every movie that you watch, you're going to be like, holy shit. I hear it. I see it. I had a client call me from a bookstore in Berkeley. Say, Mike, I'm looking at this. It was a poster on the wall, and he started reading it off. I'm like, yeah, that's the hidden language. That's what I'm talking about. Women speak it all the time. They never hid it from you. They didn't even know that it was hidden from you. They don't know that you don't know. So women literally look at you and go, oh, guy's an idiot. They feel sorry for you. And guess what? They don't want to have sex with you because it is a massive turnoff. Even if you're worth $1 billion. Literally. Her mating system is connected to her right brain's communication center. If you speak this language, it triggers it. If you don't and you speak the left brain logical language and you can't understand her language, it literally disconnects her and turns her off sexually. You just put yourself in the friend zone. Alright, this is a quick video with me sparring with Randy Bouchard. He was a North American champion, also an American champion. So he had two titles. Technically, those were called world titles. I'm the guy with the headgear on. I had damaged my jaw, so I was protecting it with that thing. And yes, this was actually light sparring because the fight up in Lake Tahoe, it was I think about 7 or 8 days out, so generally you don't hardly spar at all when you get that close. Alright, I'm actually going to talk about what Sadia Khan was talking about, but I want to say this first. You have to imagine, when you learn how to do this and you get good at it, I'm going to tell you right now, there's not a single woman that you're going to meet that has ever met a guy like this, ever. Everywhere you go, you get the pick of the litter every time, literally. Now I'm purposely going to do a little bit of shock value here just to kind of grab your attention. And then I'm going to explain it. So she starts out saying, women never, ever, ever lie. Never. That's the shock value. I know you're like, what? Because we know women lie. Now let me preface this one more time. She was doing this podcast to help men. She was trying to teach them something. She was trying to show them something so they could avoid something in the future. But men completely misunderstood it. So let me continue on with what she was saying. Okay, from the beginning. She says women never, ever, ever, their accent, she's got a British accent, ever, ever lie. Ever. But they might not tell you the truth. But they always show you the truth. Here's the deal. Men have a really, really bad default to reality. The left brain blocks out 97 to 99.6% of reality. It's like looking under a microscope with that pure water, 99.7% pure water in between the slides with that one little drop of bacteria or the atom or molecule or whatever. That is not reality. That is a tiny microscopic piece of reality. And that's the way the left brain looks at reality, because the left brain is the science brain. It's the business brain. It's about math, business, and science. It's not good with dealing with the real world, the five senses: see, hear, feel, smell, and taste, the three-dimensional world. The left brain's really good at 2 dimensions because it's the 2-dimensional brain. Now here's the major flaw with most men. The male brain, the left brain, is the logical processor. It only, listen closely, it only processes 7% of communication. Now what is that 7% of communication? Words. Words are only 7% of communication. But you guys right now, like, what are you talking about? Words are communication. No, they are almost not any communication. Communication is the right brain. It's about tone, tempo, rhythm, body language, your facial expression, the way you say it. The right brain processes 93% of all communication. Now, do you see why women think you're stupid? If you open up to the right brain, that alone will trigger her mating system, literally. That's what her mating system is looking for. Her eyes, her ears, her body are looking, listening, and sensing and feeling if you're open to the right brain. Your pupils will dilate, your skin will soften because your muscles soften. When you shift over into the right brain's nervous system, you have a bundle of nerves from the left brain that go down to the body, and then you have so that's the linear system. Then you have the peripheral system that goes down in your body. When you're operating off of your peripheral system, your movement is more relaxed. It's more natural. You breathe deeper. You're calm, your pupils dilate, etc., etc. So your tone begins to shift too. Instead of it being up here nasally, like you're talking out of your nose, it drops down naturally and it resonates. And these are all signals that signal her mating system like this is a good mate. Because the right brain picks up on the subtlety of things. The left brain, it's like my grandma used to say, you got to use the old iron pan technique. And what's that? Or the cast iron cooking pan technique. And what's that? She goes, you've got to yell at men so loud it's like you're smashing them over the head with the old-fashioned 60s and 70s cast iron frying pans. Because if you don't do that, they won't hear you. They are just like, they got this thick fucking wall and they can't hear shit. And this is why you get manipulated and taken advantage of, not only by women, but other men. The right brain picks up on all this information, 93% of the information, and they add that to the words. Now you have 100%. So you can read their body language without even reading a body language book. You can suddenly look at their eyes, notice something's not right, something's not congruent. Wait, their voice is kind of funny. You will pick up on all of this when you learn how to open up to the right brain. Because that's what the right brain does. And people are open to the right brain. We can see people that are very linear and logical, but you guys can't see us. Like, we can see you clear as day. Because that's what the right brain's designed for. The left brain blocks out 93 to 97% of all reality. You're left with a very small portion of reality, 3%, if you're lucky, 6%. So when my clients take my course and they get really good at this, they can see it everywhere. In fact, after you take the course, you're going to look at men and go, holy shit, they're stupid. Yeah, they're very naive. But all of these guys, and by the way, this is the majority of men. We're talking over 91% of men on the planet. They all think that they're smart. And the other people are looking at them going, wow, they don't know. They're very naive. Now, have you ever heard a woman say, actions speak louder than words? What do you think that means? Most men will say, well, if you say you're going to do something, then you have to do it because your actions have to match your words. From a left brain person, yeah, I could understand why you'd be saying that. But no, that's not what she means. In fact, that's the opposite of what she means. Watch this. She's telling you, look, dumbass, When guys say something, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to do it or that they mean it or that it's even real. Watch their actions. Watch what they do. Actions speak louder than words. So if someone says they're going to meet you tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning and then they don't show up, well, did they show up? Yes or no? No, they fucking didn't. So let's say the next day, they're going to say, hey man, meet me again tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning, and then they don't show up again. His actions are fucking telling you, I'm not showing up. That's what you pay attention. What a person says does not mean jack shit. Period. Now here's what's even worse. She's not talking about you following through with your actions. She's telling you to watch her actions. How many times have you heard a woman say, words are cheap? Actions speak louder than words. She's literally telling you, you better fucking watch her. Watch what she does, because her words are literally meaningless. Because women are right. Words are only 7% of the communication, which means, essentially, they're meaningless. They're nothing. And men get manipulated and lied to and tricked all the time because you're not paying attention to the actions. That's the message. Now, let's go back to Sadia Khan and watch this. She says, women never, ever, ever, ever lie, ever. Sometimes they don't tell you the truth, but they always show you the truth. Actions speak louder than words. One thing God knows, Mother Nature, and also women and myself, men do not learn by using words. You don't. And yet you go, it's all about words, Mike. But if you say, like I'm telling you right now, you don't learn. I could tell you straight to your... In fact, women, here's the thing. She's not even hiding it. She's literally saying it. And all these guys miss it. Alright, so I'm going to finish her video and repeat what she says. And then I'm going to read off the comments. And you're going to look at what these guys are... See, I should have done it first because you would have thought the same damn thing. You'd be like, oh, she's lying. I shouldn't have taught you all this stuff. I should have said it first and then, Mike, she's lying, and then taught you this. Then you would have been like, oh, I see what's going on here. Yeah, we don't speak the same language. So then she goes on to say that every single woman, every woman you've ever dated, been with, every woman who's hurt you, lied to you, cheated on you, trying to think of what took advantage of you, manipulated you, she showed you her red flags from day one, but you chose to ignore them. And there's a lot of truth in that. And there's also something she missed. So women do show you. You just didn't. You ignored it because you listened to her words. Well, words of communication, Mike. That's 7%. So I listened to that. And the problem is that's how you get taken advantage of. That's how you get lied to, manipulated right to your face, even when they're not even trying to hide it. Even on this podcast, when she's trying to tell you something, all these guys completely missed it. I'm going to give you another one that women don't hide at all. They literally have been shoving it in your face for hundreds and thousands of years, but men will not believe it. You guys all think it's all about money, height, looks. No, that's for you. You are the external brain. The external brain is all about gold, money, cars. External means things that are outside of your body, like something you can grab, touch, or hold on to. Like you can grab and touch a car, you can grab gold, you can grab money. The right brain, the female brain, is internal. Remember, her mating system is connected to the right brain. That's the internal system. That's about emotions and feelings. You could give a woman a little note and write something on it, crumple it up. If you do it in the right way, hand it to her. To this day, my ex-girlfriend from my mid-20s, she still has that framed in one of her frickin' journals. She will keep it till the day she dies. That's how much she values it. Women have a different value system than you do. You value left brain stuff. She values right brain stuff because it triggers her mating system and turns her on. But you don't believe her, even though they're not hiding it from you. They're saying it to your face, but you won't believe it. But here's another reason why. Because your mating system is not connected to your right brain's communication center. The right brain is the emotional processor. Yours is connected to the external system outside of your body. It's also connected to your eyes, which is external visual. That's why you value things outside of your body visually, like a woman's tits, a woman's ass, her lipstick, her makeup, and her mascara. You are trying to be a woman. Women are not triggered visually. They're triggered auditorily. Yes, this is what I teach in my course, Cracked Female Code, for men. Okay, so let's go back to what she's saying. She said she showed you her red flags from day one. And you know what? She's right. She's telling the truth. But then she says, but you chose to ignore them. There's a yes and there's a no. There's a yes because your right brain did pick up on it, but because you're male, you do not value your right brain, and because of that, you miss 97% of the communication, whether it's visual, auditory, or physical expression. You miss all of that. Not only it's not that you miss it, your brain does receive it, but you in the left brain, you say, nah, I'm not listening to that, even though I got a quick glimpse of that, nah, I'm not paying attention. You don't pay attention to all this information, massive amounts of information. You just like, well, she said she was telling the truth, so she must be telling the truth because she loves me. Now, here's the interesting thing. When you see things from the right brain and you catch her in her lies, you catch her in her manipulation, it actually attracts her to you. It literally connects her to her mating system. Now, boom, click, she's looking at you going, oh, wait a minute, I think I have a good one. But Mike, I'm logical. It's all about logic. Yeah, if you want your wife to marry you for your money, if you want your wife to divorce you because she can't stand being around you, taking half your money, taking your car, your kids, your house, your dog, and everything else, yeah, it's all about logic, man. That's logical. Good job, bro. Here's the interesting thing. Women will literally be extremely proud of you. They will literally show you off. I know, because this has been going on for over a quarter of a century for me. I mean, I'm telling you, anytime I meet a woman, the first thing she does is like, holy shit. Eventually, after a couple meetings, or maybe a week or so, they will literally say, like, I've never met a guy like you. Like, guys don't talk like this. And you know what the next step is? They introduce me to all their friends. They'll even introduce me to their mom. I am not kidding. And their girlfriends and the friends have already heard about me and how this guy, like, he's the one, he gets it, whereas all the other guys don't get it. And they're waiting with smiles on their faces. It is a welcome party. Or what you could do is you could argue with me logically and talk to me about statistics and numbers, because that absolutely turns women on. No, it does not. So she is right that you do ignore the signs that your right brain picked up, because you're like, yeah, I'm not listening to that part of my brain. And that's where you're really fucking up. I mean, not just with women, but in business, in life, and being taken advantage of by other men, and sales, and everything. Getting a job, they'll say one thing, but they freaking lied to you. When you tune into the right brain, boom, all that stuff comes to a quick halt. And that's what she's looking for in a man. And if you don't have it, they lose all respect for you. They just look at you like, wow. And so they just make fun of you. They giggle, they laugh at you with their girlfriends and make fun of you. And they do some, honestly, they do some pretty sick things. It's pretty fucked up. So she goes on to say how women might show you her red flags, but in not so clear ways. That they'll be in subtle ways, like the way she dresses. It's provocative, or the way she talks to other guys, or, you know, they do it in subtle ways because the right brain is the subtle processor. If you're processing it from the right brain, it becomes really obvious. But if you're in your left brain, you're blind to it. Like, literally, you don't see nothing. And then she says, we pick the man that we can get away with the most nonsense, such as wearing provocative clothing, flirting with other men, and all this other stuff. Then she goes on to say, a woman with all these red flags only picks a man with low self-esteem. And a man with low self-esteem is a man who's blind. Younger men who are overly logical, men who are stuck in the left brain, which is about 91+% of the population. If you think you are not one of those men, I would say that you're very naive and you're lying to yourself, because you're not lying to me, because I can see it. You're the one who can't, and that's really kind of sad. My point, do you want to be empowered when it comes to dating, relationships, sex, and life? There's a secret key to it, and nobody's teaching it to you. All these guys, even her, like, you know what, God bless her, she is a beautiful woman, by the way. She's intelligent, she's smart, she has her doctorate degree, but damn, she doesn't help a damn guy. She doesn't. Now here's the thing though, all the women that come, with couples coaching, with her and her husband, and they work with her, they get it. They're like, oh yeah, she's right on. And the husband's like, oh, okay, honey, yeah. But he walks away hearing B when she's been saying A the entire time. So until this gap is reached, you're never going to learn from any of these coaches. None of them, even the top coaches in the world. I had a client that was worth $300 million. This is just one guy. He flew out on his own plane. He had done all the Tony Robbins relationship courses. He and his wife even went to the Fiji where I think they had like 40 couples or 80 couples, a very limited amount of people to get more one-on-one with Tony, etc., etc. He ended up in divorce twice. He goes, you know what, Mike? Tony's missing all this stuff. I'm like, yeah, he's not teaching any of this because he's not even aware of it. Alright, so I'm going to read off what some of the guys said after she said all this stuff. First guy, women never lies? That's one of the biggest lies ever told. Next guy, she is lying to us right now. Next guy, she's just explaining how women can never take accountability for their actions in a nutshell. Next guy, women never lie? They just don't tell you the truth, yeah. And then she says, the next guy, not she, it's a he. Women will do anything to avoid accountability. Dude, I can literally go down this entire list. Not a single freaking guy understood what she was saying. Not one. First you have to do is learn how to speak the female language. You do that, women are going to be all over you. Number two, you're going to understand women. I'm telling you, when I'm listening to her on this podcast, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Yep, that's true. And then when I looked at the responses, like, oh my God. Oh yeah, hold on. There's another guy. Hold on. Oh, I got to read some more of these. Some of these are kind of funny. They don't mean to be funny, but they are, because you can tell how pissed off they are. Let's see. Just because we missed the red flags doesn't mean she didn't lie. Oh my God, dude. You literally missed the message. All right, let's see. The next one. She's right. We do choose to ignore it so we can get the booty. It's true. So he's kind of being funny. So the next guy. That's the biggest lie ever told by a woman. They don't lie, right? He puts a laughing face. Next one. Women never lie. This lady proving herself a liar. The girl can't help it because her name's Con, like Con as in Kant. So it says the irony is too comical. A woman lying to us by telling us that women don't lie. So guys, this whole thing is comical. You don't understand women, and the sad part about it, she really is given some words of wisdom. The problem is your left brain can't process it. You have to learn how to open up to the right brain and then learn how to speak the internal language, which I teach in my course, Crack the Female Code. To get started, buy my book, Crack the Female Code, right now. Buy it and read it. Then take the course. The next step is buy my book, Crack the Female Code. Better yet, buy the ultimate package. Go to crackthefemalecode.com right now. Buy the ultimate package. It's normally $225, on sale for $75 right now. You get all my books. Crack the Female Code, which is 500 pages. Get the Girl, Keep the Girl, which teaches the secret I'm talking about in this video. And then you get Sex Signals, a body language book, and then you get internal language. After that, you take the course, and then we get jamming. Hey, this is Mike Kollin at crackthefemalecode.com. If you like this video, click subscribe, click the like button, make a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.